All right. Some of the bigger SOC compliance challenges we see. Number one, an incomplete or ineffective risk assessment. Under the common criteria, risk assessment process is actually its own sub-criteria. It's very important. It actually drives the entire audit because being SOC 2 compliant is much less prescriptive than other frameworks. Depending on your risk to your organization, depending on size, how it's hosted, what service you're offering, controls in place would be adequate for your organization that might not be adequate for another organization. There is no prescriptive, like you must perform 3 vulnerability scans a year, 4 vulnerability scans a year. There's nothing like that written in the trust services criteria. So an incomplete or ineffective risk assessment leads to too many controls, too few controls, or focus in the wrong place and a waste of resources. Another one is lack of documented policies and procedures. We see this a lot, especially in startups. Startups generally know what they're doing from a software change management perspective because that's their bread and butter. But I'll tie it in with number 5. No documented policies and procedures around this and inadequate documentation of performance of controls. So, a lot of the times in change management, they know what they're doing and they know they test, changes, they test their source code, et cetera, but they're not documenting it. So from an audit perspective, that's great that you're doing it, but an auditor needs to see adequate evidence of that.